This is Jim Mulhern at the Plymouth Gym on socials, and I thank you. This show is an escape from work, business, and mostly an escape from politics, but we may go there. We talk, yes, we may. We talk humor and music to artists, writers, and creatives and broadcasters, talented people who impact us. We get a few things out of the way first. We talk with our great guest, and then we play thank you, no thank you. And at the end, we handle the necessary disclaimers and we end this frivolity. And on today's show, the triumphant return of Andy Kindler, stand-up comedy great and mensch. But before I lather up Andy, a quick thing to get out of the way, as we do. Okay, weirdos. And Andy, so this show is brought to you from the studios of Arthur Street Weirdos. So that's where the weirdos comes from, people. So weirdos, one of the most fun things you can do is go see a live performance. And at some point in our history, some of us decided that we had to become part of the show, that it was really important to shout or woo or yell at the musical performer while they're talking on stage. I need to get this out of the way, that it's okay when the singer breaks or pauses to not woo at the top of your voice. I know it's become a reflex, but it's okay not to do it. It's not about you. It's especially not about you when the performer is maybe singing a quieter number. I went to see Nick Lowe a bit ago at the Fillmore Detroit, and it's a bar and it's a venue, and the bar crowd wouldn't shut the hell up. You literally could not hear him speak to the crowd because of entitled people who think that by buying a ticket, it's their right to talk over the performer. I say this with peace and love. You don't. Read the room, people. I saw a recent clip where John Mellencamp told a guy in the audience who wanted to be part of the act to shut the fuck up. Johnny Rotten with the Reunited Pistols in Detroit some years ago took the piss out of a fan by telling him, "There's a reason I'm up here and you're not." So take it from Johnny and take it from John Mellencamp. Go to the shows, have fun, take it in, go crazy. At the end, not during the quiet parts. And if you're at a bar show, go outside and be the star to the people outside. The ones inside didn't pay to hear you. Okay, glad I had to get that out of the way, Andy. And
Wow, and I'm so surprised I didn't interrupt with a woo,
yeah,
woo, or
woo,
a huzzah.
right?
Mm.
Between the verse and the chorus. But I did, and I got it done without that woo and that huzzah. And so before we start this proper chat, as you know, Andy, we need to pay the bills, and this is one of them. And they call this a live read, Andy.
That's unbelievable. Are you doing a live read? I love it.
Yeah, I know. And you'll be all will be surprised to hear that this episode is brought to you by Dynamic Homes. Yes, Dynamic Homes of Pinckney Township slash Hills brings you into the lap of luxury, so synonymous with the Washtenaw County Basin. Dynamic
Who?
Homes, yes, nestled in dynamic communities, boasts an attainable luxury for the most discerning Michiganders. Imagine the beauty of exurban living. Streets paved with pavement. Houses set on lots so you conveniently don't have to see a neighbor. And at prices that you'll say, this must be on a floodplain. And that
This must
is,
be on a floodplain.
yes, because you are. Dynamic has cracked the code, Andy, on just above water, luxurious living. Some people get scared off by water tables, Andy, but not Dynamic. I ain't afraid of no ghosts, and you shouldn't be afraid of a little rainstorm because Dynamic sure isn't. Dynamic homes are built in the same factory as dynamic pontoon boats and with the same technology. When the big rains come, your dream home literally becomes a flotation device. Not only is your home open to possibilities, those possibilities are as fluid as your lot and as natural as the water table. Dynamic believes in nature and it's only natural to engage in these savings. So, for more information on such affordable luxury homes, you can find all of this out at dynamiconthewater.com or 1-800 Dynamic. Now, a few important mentions. Excuse me, mudslides can happen in
Yes.
Dynamic's affordable and often wet communities. Dynamic cannot guarantee that your home will not be pulled over by the Coast Guard. Mud flaps on Dynamic homes shown in pictures are available in the XLT package only. And lastly, Washtenaw County may require you to register at the state level for both a home and a boat. Dynamic Homes is a subsidiary of Dynamic Products, and say what you will, it's Dynamic, and I thank you.
Oh
Um,
my goodness gracious. I want to get a dynamic home.
you should, Andy. You
I
really
really
should reach out.
should.
People love it, and if you love water and you love homes,
I love
what could be
water.
better?
I
What
love
could be better?
floods too.
And floods too. Good. You're in the right place today.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
So now on to the show and a proper intro of you, and it's short. So, uh, for you listeners and watchers, God bless you if you're watching this, to strapping fours talking about things.
Two strapping who?
Fours, like if you're on a 1 to 10 scale, we'd be
Right.
fours.
Oh, fours. Get
Yeah.
out of here. Speak for yourself, Jim.
Okay.
Speak for
Three.
yourself. I'm 8 plus.
Okay. 8 plus.
I'm good
Okay.
because I'm older. You're still a
Well,
young man. What's your excuse?
mm, locusts?
That's true.
I don't know. But I would tell my people, Andy, that you're one of the greatest stand-ups ever of our time, and that
I
they should
I
Google.
appreciate that.
They should Google you for any David Letterman appearance or Laterman appearance, and especially to Google your State of the Industry speeches on the comedy terrain. That is great fertile territory.
Might
And
I also mention Hence the Humor, which I'm very proud
ah,
of. It's an
yes, hence,
audio album, all audio. You don't have to look at me. And it's $9 or $10. I can't give it to you because it doesn't exist to download. This is how I get away from giving people free things
it is great, and it's available, right?
on AST Records or anywhere. You know what? Get them wherever you get your podcast. I get
Yes.
my podcast from a guy named Lee. He drops
Lee.
them off Thursday morning in an 8-track format. But wherever podcasts are sold.
I love it. And I need to mention that you're fresh off of Friday's Los Angeles appearance, which we'll discuss.
I don't. That's not what I'm about. It's not about ginning up my live feed. You
It's
know, I
not
do
about ginning
club.
up. What about
I
ginning
don't
up
have any
past
control.
appearances?
I don't have any control over these gigs. Yes, it was an Elks Lodge. I don't brag because that's not me. And
That's
you know what
so
else?
great.
I'm
That's
emerging from this interview tremfiant. Thank you very much. Do
Trump.
you know what that is?
Yes, I do. And I love it.
Everyone, it's my podcast partner, Jod. My podcast partner, Josh Elvis Weinstein would say, I'm a little pill with a big story to tell. And
Wow.
that's based on Jardiance.
Mm. Can we call
I'm
you?
a big little pill with a big story to tell.
Oh, that was one of the best dancing commercials ever.
I like when they dance. I like when it's a musical. You know what it is? It's not so much a commercial. It's a let's all gather as a community and
Right?
take a product.
It's more of a lifestyle than a product to
Because the
me,
one guy's working on his car, right? He's working
right?
like, get out of there.
Yeah.
And that's how Hitler got started. Come on, everybody come on down. Everybody come on down. We're going to walk downtown.
And he got started with car repair, like that guy in the commercial. Um,
Are you
but
talking about what's his the iced tea? No, not the iced tea commercial.
no, the Jardians guy or
Oh,
woman.
the Jardins
Yeah.
guy. I
Um,
see. I have no commitment to bits, so I
no,
have to completely forget them.
it's okay. We
All
keep
right.
rolling. Um, the so you survived the Elks Club,
Elks Lodge. Just as I keep
Elks
making the
Lodge.
same mistake.
Yes.
Was it your line? Because this line did get a laugh, at least from me.
Okay.
That why is the Elks Lodge on Friar Street? I hear the Friars Club is on Elks. Bing bing boom. Was
That
that
was
you?
no, that was not me. Maybe that was Jelvis. I don't know.
Okay, so I gave you credit, but the one I didn't do, and I'll tell you why I didn't do it.
Yes.
Because this joke didn't work. I said the Elks Lodge was started by Lawrence Elk.
Elk. Yes.
Nothing. You think I'm
Nothing.
going to go into that to Elky Summer
Y-
from there?
True. Or Daniel Elk. Oh,
Oh, I didn't even get to that part.
yeah.
I was so a lot of these kind of jokes about the place you're playing at do rely on the crowd somehow being into it, and
Mm,
that's not. I don't usually have that.
no, they're completely not. Oh, I'm sorry for that. Um,
What are you sorry for how poorly I do in front of the crowd? I have come up with endless jokes about how poorly I do on stage, and here's my latest joke. I was at the Improv one night, and they called 911 because someone said the crowd was unresponsive. The crowd
oh,
was unresponsive.
wow.
I'm the only comedian who brings his own cold open. I am thinking about this year taking my act public.
Whoa.
People ask me if I had any work done. Not on my act. That joke used to be about Kevin James. And I
Oof.
took it for myself.
What
Jim, you're dying from laughter. You need to you need to conduct this show like a professional.
what
And
has
you're
become of
done.
Kev? You just mentioned Kevin James. What has become of Kevin James?
Well, that's he wouldn't like to hear you say that,
Oh,
Jim.
sorry.
The last I heard of him, he had a show called King of after King of Queen. I think he moved back to Long. I don't know what he's doing. He was supposed to have a remake of his show. I think
Yes.
happened, but then I got you know what, Paul, are your seatbelts on? Are
Yes.
you fastened?
Hmm.
Paul Blart, Paul Blart, Blart Part Two. Do
Oh,
Paul Blart Mart Two.
he's
Here
bringing
comes
it back.
the mall. He's bringing it back. He's
Wow.
bringing it back
It, gosh.
because his crew, including Adam Sandler, they only do genius things.
The question about Mall Cop 2, is it going to be the prequel?
That's what I. Is it going to be like
Right?
a Testaments? I can't even think of my references.
No, Godfather 2. It's
No,
going to
no,
be,
but I was going for
yeah.
the keepers, the something keepers.
Oh,
Uh,
Promise Keepers?
no,
Oath Keepers.
no, it was a very popular show based on a very popular person's novel about how women would be all like just ruined, and one town was named Gilead, and now there's a new show with that called The Testaments.
Oh,
But now you're seeing how, you know, I went to the doctor. I asked him, I just want to make sure I don't have early onset dementia. He said, early. You're right on time. You
oh,
should have been here last year. Now
hmm.
remember these three words: fish, tulip, Trump. Remember those three words.
What were
Can you
those
think of the
four
person I'm
words?
talking about?
Yeah. No. Who are we
Oh,
talking about?
it's a very popular show based on a very popular novel, somewhat placed in the future where women, it's even worse for women.
Handmaids?
The, thank you. And we'll be back.
Atwood.
We'll be back with elderly people. One, trying to
Right,
remember things.
right after this message. Um,
From Dynamic
yes,
Homes.
from Dynamic Homes this time. Hey, since we last talked,
That's been a long time. It's been how long?
it's been over a
Two
year.
years.
Yeah, something like that.
Two
Year and a half,
years.
something
Yeah.
like that. Lots. But I was thinking about you when we lost Bob Weir.
I know. Same birthday, you know.
No, I didn't know
No,
that.
same birth date.
Birth date.
No, October 16th, 1956. And every year when he was alive, I haven't done it since he's been, but every year when he was alive, I would say, and to Bob Weir, who I have the same birthday with. And then I also have, but he never responded. I don't think he was that much on the internet looking for birthday greetings.
True.
And then I also share a birthday with my body is a wonderland, my hip,
Oh
John
no.
Mayer. Yeah, it's
John
pretty
Mayer
cool.
and Bob Weir and you had the same birthday.
No, but I really did. I was very sad. You know, it's interesting because I wasn't sad about it. I wasn't sad about it. The saddest day of my life that didn't relate to my family was John Lennon getting killed in 1980, which corresponded. I was doing LSD when the news came out, and it corresponded to a time in life when I was I'm going to be 22,
Yeah.
or maybe I just turned 22, and I thought the world was going to end. It was the saddest thing, and I had no family had died by then. And I
Okay.
since then I've realized family's not so hard. No, it wasn't until about 2018 or 2019 that I literally got over it, that I could be a regular person about it again.
Really?
Yeah. And my mother, famously, not famously, but within our family, a few months after John Lennon was killed, she said to my sister, "Is Andy okay about Harry Chapin?" Because Harry Chapin died. And my mother
Oh,
thought,
I thought she was
any,
conflating the two, but this was when after
no,
Harry Chapin died.
because
Okay.
I saw he was very upset about John Lennon. How was he with Harry Chapin?
Wow.
So that's my mother's knowledge of how much my dreams were. But I don't know how I got into that story. I got into that story for a specific reason.
Well, we talking about birthdays, and you shared one.
Oh, Bob Weir. Yeah.
Bob Weir.
So I did not grieve when he died because I had I just recently got back into reading books. Who wrote the lyrics? What can I think of anything? The lyricist, it was
Big
so
Pen.
great. Not Big Pen. Robert Hunter.
Hunter. Yeah.
Robert Hunter. Yeah, he wrote a great book
Yes.
that I read and everything, and I read a couple of good histories of the dead. So it probably emotionally prepared me for the fact that that people die and people you love die. But I was a deadhead, and
Yes,
I
I
loved
know.
Bob Weir too. I loved Bob Weir.
That's why I
I
brought
loved
it up.
Jerry the most.
I got into them, discovered them 80s. Touch of Gray.
Yes, Touch of Grey was their 80. I think their own video hit.
And but their deadheads are so tribal and they are so into their thing. I read something recently that they refer to people who came upon the dead later because maybe when they were born, um, they call them dark heads or something.
Oh yeah, those dark heads. I can't stand. And people came along after.
Right. Yeah, right. Hate those dark heads.
Well, let's be clear. I wasn't a deadhead in the sense that I followed them around the country.
No, no,
I
no.
was a
But
deadhead in the
a
sense
fan.
that I did a lot of acid during college.
Okay.
They played at Binghamton University, and I
Okay.
was crazy about them. And then yes, okay, I think I've explained myself.
No, no, no. It's great. And but when I discovered them, it was Jerry's guitar and it was Bob's
Oh,
singing, if to me. And and then I thought Dead and Company, I thought they were very, very good, not a tribute act. I thought that they did, but what do you think?
oh, I think. Well, there's a book. I can't even think of the guy who wrote the book. He also wrote a book about Altamont. There's a great book about the dead, and I can't think of his name. I can't think of my name. I can't think of Jim Mulhern. I can't think of what
Lee,
those homes are that float. And this
right?
is what the doctor said: Trump, elephant, so close,
Machine, dog.
machine.
Yeah.
But I don't forgot where we're now.
Uh,
And you
we
see,
were
I
we,
do have ADHD too, so you can't always blame it on age.
okay. So I wanted to ask you, we ran out of time last time about some
Why did we
some
run out? We ran out of time. Okay,
we we
let's
can
keep it quite tight.
we
What's
can
the
high and tight.
what?
No, we can go as long as we want. We can make
I
it as
like your
quick as
high
we
and
want.
tight thing there.
Oh, thank you. Um, eight, not 80s, rather 60s, 70s, 80s music. I have children who are getting into this because they've discovered it through streaming or through video games or other things. And we grew up during the renaissance of music, I think. And and it's just because of when we grew up. AM
Right.
radio, FM radio, just the time. And
It was allowed to be heard by many people, by not because the large corporations would wish it. It
yes,
was just a loosey goosey situation.
yes, that and payola, but that's a
Right.
whole other situation. But no, I wanted to ask you about your thoughts on whether you're a fan of CSN and CSNY.
Oh, of course. You know, a man my age, I'm thinking you're talking about CSI Miami or
Oh,
something like that.
yes.
No, I'm crazy about Crosby,
Yeah,
Stills, and Nash. Crazy about Crosby, Stills, and Nash Young, and actually got to meet. And I'm not someone who brings the story back to myself. That's
never.
not what I'm about.
No.
But I was on an episode of Ellen where I played an Israeli guitarist named Hesh, and I spent the whole week with David
With
Crosby.
Cross.
He
Yes.
changed the strings on my guitar. That's a good story, right?
It's a great story.
No, I mean it's a true story. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I love them and I love Neil Young. After the Gold Rush was one of my first albums, and I thought it was one of the greatest albums of all time. So I love them. I love
Plugged
them,
in.
and also I love them.
Okay, so Neil Young, plugged in or acoustic?
Well, the thing is this: when I was a kid, I was some. There was a time period where, but oh, I was. I just came up with this. But oh, I was so much older then. I'm younger than that now. Write that down, please, because that could be key.
Yes, I'm going to put that in my back pages.
That's well, you know what? I'm coming to you from my subterranean homesick blues
Mm.
studio. Tell me the question again, because I know I'll get it this time.
I'm going to write the question on papers and I'm going to flip them over rather
Yeah,
than
yeah,
asking
that's a
you.
better way to go.
Yeah, if you're talking about that. The question was about Neil plugged in or Neil with an
Oh,
acoustic
so
guitar.
there used to be in those days we would always have. When I was younger, I would have set things. I believed Eddie Haskell went to Vietnam.
Oh yeah.
All these different things, right? So
Mhm.
one of them was that I didn't like Neil Young's guitar playing, his
Mm.
lead guitar playing.
Mhm.
And honestly, I still don't love it. But I was all about I kind of like threw out his electric guitar playing, and I used to make fun of his electric guitar playing on Southern Man. But that is pales in comparison to what an amazing perform. What he's up there with Dylan. He's up there with Bob Dylan. I put him up there with Bob Dylan. He's up there with Paul Simon. This guy, Harvest Moon. And when I opened for him at the member Jim,
Yeah, yes, yes.
I opened for Neil Young, and
At
he
this,
said,
yes.
"No,
This,
actually, I opened for Kenny Rankin. Remember Kenny Rankin? He
I
was
do
an
remember
actual."
Kenny Rankin.
He said, and he passed away. He's a very wonderful musician. He said, "I'd like to thank the comedian who opened up for me, whose name escapes me at the moment."
Oh God.
I don't think you should say it like that, right?
No.
Let's have a name for the opening act, who I
Mhm.
can't think of his name.
Yeah. Let's
But
hear it
no,
from that guy.
but I don't like his electric guitar playing. But I love, but that would be. In fact, I don't even know if I like the song "Southern Man" that much after a while.
Oh, I do.
I love it. What did I say? Did I say I didn't like it? Let me
You
finish.
did. Yeah. I'd like you to retract that,
You
please.
know what it is? When you've listened to an album
Yeah.
800 times,
Yeah.
you too would start to get tired of the guitar lead in Southern Man.
Yeah. True. I am a fan of listening to their live stuff, like Four-Way Street. And
Don't play Mumbly Peg with him. What did they mean when he said that? It was a
what do you
live
mean?
thing, and he goes, don't play Mumbly Peg with him. He'll take your Mumbly." I didn't understand what they were talking about.
I don't understand what he's talking about.
But you remember that, right? It's
No, I
from a
don't think
live
so.
album.
Yeah, I don't
It's
remember
from
that
a.
line.
Okay,
No,
sorry.
but Southern Man on that album is beautiful.
I
And
apologize.
oh, it's okay. Did he make the mumbly peg comment about Southern Man or just in
No,
something
no,
in
no.
general?
He was saying about don't ever play. It may have been from Woodstock. I
Oh,
don't know,
okay.
but it was like don't ever play this game. It's a famous game,
Oh, okay.
and he'll take your peg. But you
Oh,
should know the name of it. I don't know it, but you should know the name of
I
it. But I
should. Well,
think
shame on
yeah,
me. Well,
yeah,
I wanted to ask you about that because about Crosby, Stills, Nash, Crosby, Stills, Nash and Young. I was just thinking about David Crosby because right before COVID, before he passed after COVID, um, he was putting out album after album that were really good. And I think about the longevity of these guys. And
yes.
you know, that's the sad part, having a second run at it and then, you know, Father
Well,
Time's
having been a
undefeated.
personal friend of David, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but a
True,
very close
yes.
personal friend of David Crosby. He did say to me a couple of funny things. He said to
Yeah.
me, "We kept Mike. We recorded everything we said. Everything we said, we record. So there's hours of them going. You get the weed. No, I got the weed last time.
Yeah,
No,
right.
it's not cocaine. So he. That was a delightful remark. And then I forgot the other delightful remark. God damn it!
Oh, it'll come back to you. Um, where do Do you like Neil Young and Crazy Horse?
I do. I mean, I like everything with Neil, but I
Okay.
have to admit, I don't know as much Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
I would say the uh bing bing do 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 hip a little bit closer shmee 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 hear what I have to say. And here's the thing with Neil Young, he
Yeah.
sings in a higher register than me that I can't reach without imitation.
Yeah. That like you were almost doing Harvest Moon.
That's right. Look, that's the song I was
I
doing.
can't believe I
Come a
pulled that.
little bit closer, hear what I have to say.
You know who's on that song with him?
Who's that?
Linda
Jim
Ronstadt.
Mulhern?
No, Linda Ronstadt.
Oh my God.
Singing
Oh,
harmony vocals.
and
Yes.
the song about I'm going to sit down and write a long letter. Oh God, it's
So
beautiful.
good.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
love him.
I'm gonna get off CS and N and Y, but I'm gonna say that Neil put out an album during the first Bush war called Living with War.
I don't remember the whole album, but I remember that.
Yeah, and then the band went out and toured on it and got yelled at in all the southern parts of the country because they had a song on it. They had a great song on it called a great song called Living with War, but a great song called Shock and Awe. Do you remember that term, shock and
I see.
awe?
I remember that. That was
Yes.
because George. I used to say George W. Bush sounds like he's a heavy metal band. It's the axis of evil. It's
Yes.
the weapons of mass destruction coming to the Orange County Forum.
Yes. All that stuff that got written for him. But Shock and Awe was a great rock and roll song, but they played a song called Let's Impeach the President back then about George H.W. Bush or George W. Bush, excuse me.
George W. Bush.
W. And but Crosby, Stills and Nash toured and actually put out a little live album on it. And I bring that to full circle because that was kind of the last time they really played together and toured together. But even on and all they played Neil's album from front to back with CS, Crosby, Stills and Nash
Wow.
backing Neil on his songs because it was a true protest tour that they got yelled out of some stadiums down in the South because they weren't liking that overtly political stuff. But it was just so great hearing those incredible harmony vocals, behind Neil.
Yeah.
It just they're
I got to
just
hear that.
amazing.
I have to
Force a
listen to that.
force. Um, what do you think of the band Yes?
I can't stand them. I never. Here's the thing about the band. Yes,
Yes.
not only can I not stand them, I don't
Yes.
know anything about them.
Oh,
I don't know anything about them. So here's my image of them. They have the high person's voice.
John
Close to
Anderson.
the edge, boo boo dee
Yes.
bee dee dee, ba ba da ba da da.
You're
But
singing
here's
close to
what.
the edge and you know of them.
Well, I know.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay. Maybe
But
I'm
what's
missing.
this one? Bum ba
Yes.
dum ba da da. But that's another thing. But here's the thing.
Yes.
Uh, I was arguing with these friends after college, and
Yeah.
this guy was telling me the only band you ever have to listen to is Yes. That's the only band I listen to,
Oh
and they
no.
are. So that's why I soured on them. But I'm willing to accept now that they're a wonderful band.
Okay. I'm I shouldn't do that because I was segueing into thank you, no thank you. But I wanted to talk to you about them because I was thinking about seeing these legacy acts that we grew up with in those days who are all getting older. And John
Like
Anderson, he
me.
sings for that band, like you, but
Like who? What's his name?
his name's John Anderson.
Got it.
And he tours with another band because Steve Howe, the guitar player, basically bought the name of Yes and hired a ringer, singer, young guy, and now tours as Yes without the original singer. John Anderson is 81 years old
Oh
and,
my God.
and still sings up here. And he's coming to town playing all these Yes. So you see it, and it's really magical to
Did
see
they have a
somebody who
falling
can.
out?
Well, I think they had a falling out because the guitar player took the name of the band, took
How can
what
he
was
do
left of
that?
the band out on tour. Because you buy the rights to the band's name.
Oh God.
This yeah. So
But
so
not one of they're one of them is not a right wing MAGA guy. Who's the guy now in one of the groups? That is like a
That would be
Roger.
Journey.
Well, not Journey. No, it's like a close to the moon. Dark side. Maybe it's the Dark Side of the Moon.
Oh,
One of
that's
the Pink Floyd.
John. Let's call him John Waters. That's Roger Waters in Pink
Yes, and
Floyd.
he. Yeah, what happened to
Yes.
what happened to him? What happened to my hero Van Morrison, who used to sing about enlightenment, chopping wood, carry water, was the sound of one hand clapping, and he's like, "I deserve to." I don't think he has a voice like that. I deserve to play my concerts.
What happened to so many of these guys?
I know.
You know?
Eric Clapton, I think, was problematic back in the old days. I think
Yeah, I
he
was
might
going to
have
go
been the.
there. Yep. And you could fast forward to Morrissey, who is still a great performer, but is
And
a
how about the Smashing Pumpkins guy? Isn't he kind of off the? Isn't he kind of like what's his name?
Billy
Billy.
Corgan.
Yeah, he has some odd ideas too, right?
He does. And but he's interesting. He hosts this new podcast of his own, and it's a long form discussion with other musical guests. Excuse me. And he comes off very he's a good interviewer. And he certainly knows his stuff, and he's quite a guitarist of his own right. But I think he is a bit out there in his views. But I
It's
don't know
weird.
enough
It's just
handy to
weird.
speak of him
Yes.
in that regard. I just know that he said some really weird, shitty stuff. But that Van Morrison stuff is a real bummer, right?
Yes.
Never get to know your heroes.
No, you don't. And I've also heard, and I don't want to. I don't want anybody to get upset. I've heard he's fairly unpleasant in person. Is what I've
Really?
heard. He
Hmm.
sometimes turns his back on the crowd, which I don't
Really?
mind if it's Miles Davis. But
Yes.
if it's Van Morrison, I went to see his Astral Weeks he remade Astral Weeks
Yeah.
at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah.
I've seen him a couple of times in concert, and in this particular case, you couldn't hear him. You couldn't hear him back in the back. Why? All they cared about was the mix for the live album they were making
Oh,
at the expense. And you know who was in the Hollywood Bowl 2 nights ago? I know you know this, Jim Mulhern,
I do
Louis
now.
C.K. Louis C.K. The
Oh
hideous
gosh.
Louis C.K. And
Well,
I'm
yeah.
proud to say that many people have told me that they had to give away tickets at the end. It makes me
Really.
very happy.
What would the bowl seat roughly?
One I think it was a. God damn it! I had this number yesterday. So
Yeah.
I can't be 100 and something.
No, I mean,
No, it's like 50, 20. I don't know what it is.
it's gotta be. I mean, it's gotta be.
20?
No, it's gotta be in the what would we say? I can't count. Five figures, right? It's 10,000 or 20,000 or something
Yeah,
like that,
something like
right?
that.
Something like
That
that.
is
Yeah.
not a million, like I was going to say. And then they were giving them away at the end. $12 for the. You can't get a better price. It was all part of this horrible Netflix is a joke festival.
With
Horrible corporation that said when Louis C.K. did his horrible evil doing and he hasn't apologized to this day. He's only made
yes.
his career. And they said we can't have another special with him. That's it. We're not going to have a special with him
Oh yeah.
until now, because Robbie Praw said a lot of people like what he's people enjoy what he's talking about,
Wow. Yeah, he's
and
really
they're
got
weasels. Netflix are weasels. I can't believe you defend them the way you do, and your show is sponsored by them.
I know. Ted Sarandos.
It's a randos. My
Oh,
ass.
my ass too. I heard I heard your friend Greg Fitzsimmons going off on that very company too. I think he Netflix
Yeah,
about
I knew you were saying Netflix. I knew
yeah.
it was in relation to Greg Fitzsimmons. So I'm not losing it like you claimed
No,
before
no,
the
no, no.
thing.
No, not like
Then
everybody
why don't you give me a
says.
cognitive test before we started?
Head, rat, and fruit. Um,
John Anderson.
yes,
Thank you.
exactly. Exactly. Ding ding. Um, Louis C.K. strikes me as a comic, unlike Miles Davis, that didn't turn his back to the audience. He turned right in front of the audience and did his act.
And expose himself.
Yes, exactly. What a fool.
Yeah, there's a thing I just saw that I had not seen, which was called "We Have to Talk About Louis." It's like a four-part thing on the YouTube. It's
No,
magnificent,
is it?
and it's magnificent because I used to be I was yelling this and people powerful comedian people were yelling back at me, "Shut up! What are you talking about?" When Louis, when before he got in trouble for the horrible stuff, he was already a bullshit artist. He was already
Yes.
lying on his show, pretending that it was a, it's not me, maybe it is me, it's not me. And everyone was put me down. They put me
Yeah.
down. And now who's a hero? And now who's getting the wrong lessons out of it? The lesson shouldn't be don't abuse women. The lesson should be let's keep Andy up there.
Yeah.
Give Andy the credit for Me Too or something like that.
Oh, I want to ask though,
Yeah,
what he had this legendary credibility theoretically for stand up, but he also supposedly had all these writing credits on sitcoms. So
right.
you're
Oh, well, you talking about Louis?
Louis.
Well, I think didn't he write more for like I think he wrote for Conan
Is that
and
what it
things like
was?
that.
I'm
Yeah, I
trying to
don't think
get
he
my
wrote for
arms around,
sitcoms.
yeah, what he's
Yeah,
so heralded for.
he's heralded for being a bullshit artist who created a fake character, and he's famous for exposing himself to women and then and then his manager telling them if you say anything, your career is over. And
Yeah.
then he's famous for at the end going, "Hey, that's all true what I did. And then he's famous for saying that he asked permission for it every time, which is also a lie. He's famous for being the most ambitious human being in the history of this business. And trying and actually always wanted to crush his competition or at least use everybody. But no one listened to me. I was just a voice in the okay, I'm good with that now.
Did he was Helen Kushnick his agent too?
No, no, that would be good, wouldn't it?
Yes.
No, no.
Speaking
He
of
had
ambition.
Dave Becky,
Oh, yeah.
who was like dropped him in 2017, but in the early days would trying to put pressure on people. Shut up, don't say anything. It didn't happen.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah,
Good
you
thing
heard me, Jim Mulhern.
good thing he didn't say shut up or your face. Um,
What's the matter, you?
hey,
Todd Glass and I once for 2 hours went on and on singing that song. Listen,
we
why
talked
not
about it.
stop? Oh, we did?
We did. Yes.
Stop talking so much.
That's
So
your
that must have been that
yes.
episode must have been contemporaneous with my last appearance.
Yes. It would well it was not, but I brought it up because it was a legendary appearance with Todd Glass. It was the greatest. Oh,
Doopy doopy doo. Hey, look, why are you continuing to talk at a loud volume so
right.
much?
Yes, they could have said it much more
No,
nicely. Yeah,
but they didn't.
they didn't. No. Those
That guy had a string of great songs, the Shut Up Your Face guy.
what was his name?
He had Shut Your Trap.
Oh, right.
He had I don't want to
Mhm.
hear any more from you.
Right. Put a lid on it, I
Shut your
believe
pie.
was
Put a
one.
lid on it was
Yeah.
his. Shut your
Yeah.
pie hole.
Right. Put the cover on the pot. Um, let's just stop.
I remember that David Letterman. The thing I loved about I always loved David Letterman for many reasons, but that he hated novelty songs, and
Oh,
he would always tell Paul, "Do not do the Monster Mash at Halloween." He hated it, and I can see why. It's a Monster Mash.
oh,
Now, I see. I think I've hit a nerve with you, Jim
you
Mulhern.
did. Oh my gosh. My sciatic. Um,
You
but
can say I hit your sciatic nerve.
no, you hit my nerve, the
Oh,
sciatic nerve.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. Um, what about Jeff Ross?
Is this the guy who's what is he general, the admiral general of the? All
You're
these
getting,
guys seem
you're
to have
getting
been
warm.
become very sleazy people, but I don't know the details about. You're talking about not talking about Jeff Ross, the producer, right? No,
No,
Jeff
correct.
Ross,
Yeah, the comic.
the
Yeah,
yeah,
the Roastmaster General.
yeah,
Yeah.
I don't, I can't. I am not at the Comedy Cellar hanging out with Louis C.K. and all these horrible people. I don't even know if Louis hangs out at the Comedy Cellar anymore. I
Oh,
think he's even on his own. Like he doesn't want to interact with people. But all of these like MAGA comment, Ari Shafir, Adam Carolla, I'm hoping this movement has peaked.
Andy, it hasn't, and here's why.
Okay.
They have found a home in what they call the brosphere.
I thought it was a manosphere. Same thing?
Oh yeah, manosphere, brosphere. Yeah,
Yeah.
one in the same. And so they found a place where they can safely punch down, right? That's it. And they really I don't know. Me some medium funny material where you can make fun of marginalized people or,
Right.
which that's no fun. That's and that's no right either, you know. It's just not right. But it's just
That's why they call it punching down.
but it's also low quality too, you know. I
Yes.
mean, I I'm not an aficionado of these things, but you see clips, right? And that's probably what you see too. And I just think, is this really the best you could do? Right? Is this
But there's some comic who lives in Austin now. I don't even remember his name. And
yeah.
he's like talking about people, because if you're really nasty and horrible, you move to Austin to be near Rogan. But this guy's saying something like, "Hey, what's your problem with Trump? Hey, we got black people here. Are you okay? Everybody okay? You black people okay?" And actually engaging people as if there's nothing wrong with Trump. You know what I mean? Like he's a genius.
Mm,
Oh yeah, let me see what this asshole said. And this is accepted mainstream. I don't know if it's accepted. It's just depressing.
yeah. Yeah. It is.
But it
But
hasn't peaked. But it
well,
is peaked. Well, Trump hasn't peaked. We might
yeah.
be all dead in 6 months from now. So I
You
don't
know
know.
what though? I want to take up just a little bit for Ross because I think by and large he's an okay guy. I wouldn't lump him into the Manosphere comics per se. I wouldn't lump him into that. I think he's done some good work here and there. Um, but I was curious about him because his roast thing and the
Well,
greatest.
he's also supposedly had these relationships with these. He's one of these people. I was putting him in the category. People have had these relationships with alleged relationships with minor, whatever the thing is,
Oh,
17-year-old. Yeah, that's what I'm
okay,
talking about.
okay, no,
I'm not talking about his fairly hacky comedy.
alleged.
Yeah, these are alleged things, and no, no, he's in a different hideous group by himself.
Hey, who do you like right now?
I would say my favorite. Oh, they can't say favorite because I love so many. James Adomian, I would say
Yes.
right now.
Hmm.
James Adomian to me is top of the charts.
Okay.
I love him. I love everything he talks about. I especially like when he does an impression of Andy Kindler. It's
Oh.
very, very, and you'd say, well,
Ah.
that's self-serving, isn't it? No, I say that as someone who appreciates art. No, but he's self-deprecating.
Okay.
He's in the moment. And then I love, I've always loved Maria Bamford.
Ah.
Always thought it was fantastic. I love now Zach Galifianakis doesn't do so much stand-up anymore, but I love Zach. I love him, and this new show, The Audacity, is excellent.
Tell me about that?
It's about Silicon Valley. It's like a Silicon Valley type show, but much darker than
Okay.
the one that was Silicon Valley. It's really,
It,
really good.
is it a drama?
Yes, and it's
Okay.
on AMC Plus or something like that.
Okay.
And also, he has a gardening show on Netflix, which is funny. So,
I tried to
but
watch.
stand-ups,
I tried to watch
stand-ups,
that. Oh,
you couldn't watch that?
I mean, I think I need to give it another toss, but
Well, don't forget,
yeah.
I'm friends with Zach, so I'm going to give him a little kiss the old
Gotcha.
ass.
Mm.
Can't you recognize obvious? No, he actually everything he does cry. But you know what? My mind goes blank when I'm trying to think of who the. There's so many great new comedians
Yeah.
who are like, or when I say new, 10 years they've been doing
Yes.
this. So I think it is in many ways the best time ever for stand up, unless the fascist takeover
Mm.
stops this show and stops me. And
Hmm. Do have you seen this gent who does a spot on Bill Maher? He's a known comic.
yes, his name is Will Weldon.
Nope.
No.
Oh,
Oh, Tim Heidecker.
no.
I like
Although
Heidecker.
Heidecker's doing
He's
Heidecker's
hilarious.
oh yeah, he's doing InfoWars.
Oh yeah, he's
Alex
so good.
Jones.
He shows up as Alex Jones to
Yes.
events.
Have you been following this, by the way?
Not as much as I. You mean like Tim?
No. So here's the backstory in 30 seconds.
You can give me. Well, it's your show. You can go on longer than 30 seconds.
People are going to try to listen to this, Andy, and then they're going to
Oh,
go,
they're listening to
yeah.
this as well as.
They're walking their dogs. They're doing the dishes. They're like turning over to God knows what. The Onion newspaper bought
Oh,
InfoWars.
bought.
Yes.
I did that.
And
I did know.
they took the show and they installed Heidecker as the fake host of it. So he plays Alex Jones in the relaunched InfoWars. And so the people who are going to InfoWars expecting to hear or see Alex Jones get to see Heidecker doing his impression of him and doing a parody of him. It's wild. Now Alex Jones, like just this week, Andy got an injunction against him to stop it. And so
He
to
got an
finish
injunction against.
up against the Onion people, you know.
Wow.
So they took it back to court because the punchline of this, and not the punchline, the great thing about this is that the Onion people who bought InfoWars are taking every penny they make of it and giving it back to the Sandy Hook families,
Oh, that's so great.
yep, who
That
sued
is
Alex
so
Jones,
great.
right? And they got something like millions, something like 83 million. No,
But they're
that was,
not going to. Are they never going to
yeah.
get to see any of that money, or are
It's
they
all
trying
tied
to get
up.
that money?
You know, they
Yeah.
keep on appealing the verdict. So
Right.
it's all tied up in court. But this right now, should they be able to do it, they're going to give those monies back. Cause so
Good.
anyway, but Heidecker, he's quite brilliant. Um, I think.
Yes, I agree.
W- Um, I want to let's do thank you, no thank you.
I don't mind doing that. That's your show, isn't it?
That's the show. It's a segment.
It's a
Um,
segment on the show, but
yeah,
the what's the whole show called? The World of Jim, according to Jim.
Andy. It's called today. It's called Andy Thank You Show. It's
Oh,
called
okay.
And
I
I
don't.
Thank You.
I know. I love it. I see it on my shirt every morning.
Yeah,
I
Andy.
see it in my
Yeah.
shirt. And my
You
wife
look at
says, "You look sexy in that long sleeve shirt with
mm,
with that man's head on it." Is that you?
it's a relative approximation of me. It's
I
an
believe it too.
animated version of my large dome with glasses on. Um, so thank you, no thank you. High choose.
Until the type 2 diabetes, thank you. Oh
Thank
my
you.
God, I loved it. But now with the type 2 diabetes,
Can't have it at all.
poisoned.
No?
No, you can, but I'll never forget when I was in before I knew I had type 2 diabetes, and I was in a store tweeting about all these wonderful candy choices. What's wrong with this? Why
Hmm.
can't I have that? And not realizing the road I was on,
Hmm.
the sugar. Because I grew up in a time period, I had sugar pops,
Yep.
sugar smacks,
Yep.
and a little bit of a curveball, frosted flakes. What are they frosted with? Sugar.
Mm.
So I grew up. Everybody thought this was wonderful. So no, no to the high chews, but I like the flavor.
Mm. Yeah, got it. Okay. Thank you, no thank you. Smartless podcast.
I can't stand it. I haven't even listened to it, and it's just horrible. I have no experience with it, and I just literally hate it. I don't know what they're saying. I haven't listened to 1 minute of it, and I think it's going to poison our country. Is that the one with Will Arnett?
Hmm.
And isn't Will Arnett the same a clown that was in Is This Thing On?
I don't know.
Oh, Jim, how could you have not seen this incredible movie, indie movie, Is This Thing On?
Oh.
Oh my God, it features Will Arnett. And you would think, oh, he's done a lot of stand up. He's done no stand up, and he's not doing any stand up in the movie
Yeah.
as well. And
Okay.
he's another thing. I went out for a part on Arrested Development that I did not get. Someone else got it. It was Job. Who? It was not. It's the magician guy. Who was the magician guy on that show? Arrested
I just
Development.
started watching this show, Andy. You'll be ashamed of me. It's so funny, but I don't know all the characters or nor
Okay,
I
so
know most of the actors.
so I've always been bitter about that show because I didn't get the part.
Yeah.
And there's a certain whether it's Louis C.K., whether it's my shoes,
Yes.
whether it's the root of everything is my own horrible feeling about myself and my own thoughts about what might have been.
Yes.
So there is a lot of stuff but if it's smartless,
Yeah.
the point they're trying to make is we're smart,
Mm.
right?
Mhm.
And also I like I don't know my phone. Why is my phone on?
I think they're trying to be self-deprecating and say that we're not that smart, but it's
No,
tongue
I
in
get that.
cheek.
I get that.
Yeah.
They're smart. I know what they're saying, and I'm not saying it's as bad as I think it is. But and I like the Bateman guy just
Mhm.
because he's different from his sister, who's horrible, horrible person who has is a Trump person. Still has it on her website, not her website. She still has it on her X account. Uh, just recovering after 4 years of holding my breath, on election day. So it doesn't bother her. Doesn't
Mm,
bother her about the
mm.
camp in El Salvador or the 150 Iranian school children who were murdered by Trump. She's still breathing. Happy to breathe after 4 years of holding it in.
It's amazing.
It is
She
amazing.
survived those immunizations. All right.
Oh yeah. Do you like now? Wait a second. Now you're not going to tell me what you think is smartless.
I've listened to it, and it strikes me as three guys who are competing for a microphone the whole time, ostensibly trying to interview somebody else, and that person, not getting anything really in
Ugh.
edgewise, and it's annoying. Yeah,
Unlike my show, Thought Spiral, with Josh Elvis Weinstein,
right.
and which the basis of the show is how annoying, selfish, uh, did I say annoying?
You did, and
Selfish,
selfish.
narcissistic I am,
Yes.
and how. Thank God. Why this is the FaceTime thing where the things I'm making, but and he thinks I'm an idiot. That's the joke. Josh, I say, but I'm a very smart person. Oh, yes, you are. So it's about how stupid I really am and our feud that we have about me trying to be loosey goosey. If he would just let me go, I would have nothing to say, is my point. No, but that sounds terrible. I'm gonna take a pass on Smartless.
Okay. Please do. Thank you, no thank you. I'm gonna give you the man, and then I'm gonna give you three characters he plays. The man is Martin Short.
Thank you.
The character is Ed Grimley.
Thank you plus.
Mm. The second character is Jackie Rogers Jr. Do you remember
Wait, now
that?
Is Jackie? Is he the one who wanted to give me a bouncy C? Is that
No,
him?
no. That
Hmm.
is
That's like based on
that's Irving
Irving
Cohn.
Berlin. Oh,
Yes.
Irving Cohn.
Yes.
What
Yeah.
was Jackie? Was Jackie
Him?
Rogers from SCTV?
Yes.
Okay.
And he wore this white mop wig and white face and a white suit, and he was like this amalgamation of like Jerry Lewis and some Borscht Belt dancing comic and just crazy person. You need to go and Google that.
I
I'll
gotta
send you a
check it out.
clip. Okay, you can pass on that one, Andy. Thank you, no thank you, Jiminy Glick.
Just unbelievable. When she says to Jenna Elfman, now who is Bodhi? Who is Bodhi? Well, if you're talking about Bodhi, that's my
Yeah.
husband. Bodhi. She wasn't taking it.
No.
She had a little bit of a Scientology like reaction to him.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I love Jiminy. I think Jiminy Glick might be the greatest character ever invented in the world.
Mm, I agree. Thank you, no thank you. Got a couple here.
Wait a second. Are these? Have you pre-thought these, or these are just off the top of your boom, 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 boom,
These are
boom?
these are boom, boom, boom written down.
Oh,
Um,
good.
yeah. Thank you, no thank you, David Feldman.
Well, I have to thank you, David Feldman. Has he annoyed me over the years? Do I sometimes am I not sometimes in the mood for a 12-hour show? A
Oh,
12-hour show. It's the Dave Feldman show. It's going to be
yes.
12 hours. But do I thank him for being hilarious? He will be hilarious. He's made me laugh more than most people ever have made me. He's a very, very funny, funny man. Extremely funny.
Oh, so much. I want to give you a plug because when you if you'll show up on our mentioned Greg Fitzsimmons, his podcast, it's always a must listen because it's hilarious and Greg knows how to bring the best out of you and you have a lot of shared history. Feldman, when he shows up on Greg's podcast, is laugh out loud hilarious because he's that gifted and funny. And he was just saying recently, because I remember he used to do that show during COVID. He would do a podcast, like you said, literally 4 to 5 hours long. Everybody was cooped up, nothing to do. He would just go on and on and on, and guest after guest after guest. It was insufferable. But I think it's down to like, I think it's like a 1 hour show now. He calls it the mop
Oh,
up.
he's trimmed it. He's trimmed it
He's trimmed
down.
it down to like an hour, and it's kind of news and it's humor. But oh my gosh, the stuff that he's done with him and Frank Conniff and others. God,
I
he's
love Frank Conniff,
yep,
who's a genius.
yep.
Also, Alex Brazel, who
Okay.
masters Thought Spiral. He used to do a lot of stuff on Feldman Show. He was like
Oh, I didn't know that.
helping him. He's a manager now, but he used to be like he's a mensch.
Okay, got it.
Alex Brazel,
Um,
mensch.
thank you, no thank you. The term "Hey Toots."
I love it. I didn't even know it was still around. Hey
Can we
Toots.
bring can we bring it back, Andy?
Yeah, hey Toots.
Yeah, hey Toots.
Yes,
I think it could be
fantastic.
a segment on the show. We could start it, hey Toots, what do you
Yeah,
think
okay.
about these crazy dances that these kids are doing?
Okay, look. I like you, Madonna. You've been doing very many good things over the years. I enjoyed your but look, hey Toots. But hey
Yeah,
Toots. Like that.
I
I
think
love it.
women are gonna love it.
They
Particularly
can't be
for
react to it.
men.
It's not like calling them dames.
Yeah,
It's not like that.
they're
We're
gonna
calling
eat.
them birds.
Yeah, they're gonna eat it up
Yes.
like a cottage pie or something like that. Um,
Jim, you are. I don't remember our last show. I remember you were on, but man, you are on. It's no longer on beta. Is that what they call it? Was it a new
Something like
version or something?
I'm on alpha. Uh,
You're on. I don't know what they say when they go 2.0. You're
yeah,
you're you're Jim Mulhern 2.0.
God, that's
Hey,
great.
got these new jokes. I want to know what you think about them.
Please.
Okay, look, what's this deal with Y2K? What is the deal with this? You know what I say? Why not 2K? I mean, what's going to happen? I'm going to wake up. It's 1999 now. What am I going to wake up in the year 2000 and my computer's going to turn into an elephant? Will my wife be a shoe? I mean, what's up with this?
Andy, would rim shots be hack?
No, they would
No.
be de rigueur.
Okay.
You
Um,
add them in post?
yeah, I can. Can you hear that?
No, let me see. Sound like you were blowing your nose.
Oh,
That's very similar. But dump
okay.
bump bucket. Oh,
Yes.
I learned this from Rick Murata, the
Yeah.
great drummer who
Yes.
played on, and and I never heard before. He said it, bucket of fish,
Bucket of fish. That's
bucket of fish.
perfect.
And the one of the funniest things I've never seen, but it's Rick Murata's brother,
Yes.
Jerry
Jerry.
Murata,
Hmm.
when he does a solo, the drum solo, he reads a book or something like that. It's like here's my solo. He reads from a book.
Oh God.
So good.
Oh, that's beautiful.
How do you know? Are you like a famous musician? Who
No,
are you
I'm
a
not famous
famous?
anything.
You're famous that you were one of the people who worked for Plymouth. Explain this joke. You know what Plymouth cars are, right? I
I
assume.
do. Yep.
Explain this joke. I work with a guy named J. Wendell Walker.
Yes.
At the time, he was 65 years old. He used to be on Ed Sullivan,
You could
and
call
I
me
made him.
Ray.
What's that?
Oh, that's a different Jay. You could call me Ray. You could call me Jay.
Oh yeah, you could
Yeah.
call me Ella. I got him so upset because he was drinking, but
Yeah.
everybody was drinking. But he would walk around the apartment and he would say something insulting to me.
Yeah.
And then one time he went around and went, "You're a Jew," and that became our catchphrase for the week at that condo. You're a Jew, take a lap. So I went with him to the movies, and he was probably 62. I got him so upset when I said, "One senior citizen, one adult." Oh my God, did I get it? So here's the joke. Here's the style of comedy he used to do.
Okay.
First of all, he had a toupee that flipped off, right?
Yes.
But he would say, and I was like this. And I was like this. And I told him this. And then he goes, I had a nice car. I had a good car. Real nice Buick. Okay. That's the punchline. Real nice Buick.
Real nice Buick.
Is a Buick a lower end car in that joke?
I think so. Yeah. Bu Buick is in that joke. Buick's just above a Chevy. It's a tish above entry level.
My parents had Chevys and we were happy with the Caprice.
Yeah, there you go.
We had a Caprice and then we had the Chevy Capricious.
Oh, even better. Um, I lost my mind.
Okay,
So
but I
we're
got it. Okay, so
yeah.
where
So
is the
we're
Plymouth Gym come from? Where's the Plymouth Gym? Where is
Plymouth
the
Gym.
derivation?
I live in Plymouth, Michigan.
Rock?
No, I like to rock and roll. But I live in Plymouth, and every state almost in the Union has a Plymouth.
That's
But
amazing. Yeah, I
yeah,
just realized that
yeah,
as
yeah,
you were
yeah.
talking.
So yeah, I live in Plymouth. It became my nom de plume, Andy. I used to call in a local sports radio show, and I was Jim from Plymouth, and then it became the Plymouth Jim, and then it became the Plymouth Jim, just as my Twitter handle, and now I'm off of Twitter, and anyway, it
I
lives.
used to listen to talk radio. I
Yes,
listen used to listen to talk radio like an idiot
yes,
in the like in the 80s and I used to listen to sports talk and I would scream and yell because I hated that guy Rome. I hated Jim Rome with a
yes,
passion of a million suns. But then I would listen to him and get
yes.
mad at him.
You would hate listening.
Now I don't hate listen, and now I can't even remember what he was talking about. I was so mad at him. Now
He
I don't remember him.
he is still on. He
He's
is
on X, right, or something like that.
Yeah, he's gone from different platforms, but he's yeah, he's still syndicated. He's still over the airwaves, so to speak.
Open up the fish wrap.
Yeah, and he's got his clones, his
Yeah,
listeners. Yeah,
yeah.
and they say thanks for the
Poway
dime.
Eddie, Poway Eddie,
Oh,
something like that.
the thing about him though, which I liked taken up for him was he had some really, really funny callers who did write their stuff. You could tell. A- And they would be commingled with mooks, right? Just, guys just
Right, right.
calling into. So you would have to go through a lot of chaff to get to the wheat, but occasionally you would have some really very funny and witty boys calling into that
I
show.
worked with him on a show called the FX Sports Show.
Hmm.
I did the voice of the geek. It was like
Oh,
a robot guy, and he hated me. I didn't like. I mean, it was, and he would for years afterwards, like, yeah, I had to do that show with the geek.
oh, geez, what an asshole.
He is an asshole. He
What
really is.
speaking of voiceovers, are you still doing Bob's Burgers?
Yes, I am the voice of Mort. Thank you. I
You're
wish that
welcome.
you had done that a little bit more
I
organically, like
know.
we talked about in the pre-interview. Now, Andy, do you do? No. Yes, I'm the voice of Mort on Bob's Burgers, and let me tell you something. I don't know what the expression is, but I'm heavy. I'm heavy in a lot of the episodes. What's it called? I'm heavy. I'm
It's called
heavy in
You're
the
Heavy.
episodes.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard this one? Heavy and rolling.
No.
When I used to get cars when I would do Letterman, and I would get a car, and the limo was leaving. They would talk to some device and go heavy and rolling.
Heavy and
Means
rolling.
they got the guy and they're going.
Gotcha. So they should say, "Hey Toots, we're heavy and
Hey
rolling
Toots, I
right
love that.
now."
Hey Toots,
Yeah.
hey Toots,
Hey
I love it.
Toots. Um, let's finish up with a couple thank you, no thank yous. Thank you, no thank you, Chris Cuomo.
Thank you because he's the most disgusting human being. He all the Cuomos now, and I used to like Mario Cuomo
Live or
when
dead? Yeah.
I liked him when I was younger. Now I hear that when he ran, he said don't vote for the homo, vote for Cuomo when he
Oh
was running
no.
against Ed Koch.
Yeah.
I used to think because he would give a great speech every 4 years and he was against the death penalty. So there were
Yes.
two things that I liked about him, but I think he was a sleazeball. And both, I know you love Andrew. I know you're constantly saying how Andrew is different.
Oh gosh, yes.
Andrew, look, I like a woman from where I come from in my small part of France, Italy. When we see a good woman, we grab her on the gabagajoob
Ooh,
and we say, what a tribute. All of the Cuomos are horrible human beings. I like Don Lemon now. I
do
mean,
you?
I don't like him, but I used to not like him. But Chris Cuomo is in a category by himself.
He's something else.
I used to debate him on. He used to yell at me on Twitter. I used to yell at him on Twitter.
He's an interesting chap.
It's a great new. He's part of a great. He's part of Democracy Now, as you know. Uh, he's part of What's he
News
part of?
Nation.
News Nation. And
Yes.
believe me, do you like news? Do you like nations? News Nation is for you. Do you like Ashley Banfield? Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. News Nation is like Democracy Now's uh
Evil.
less less chromosomed uh cousin. Oh, all righty. Let's end with a good one.
I
Thank you.
think we should.
Thank
Wait,
you.
every one of these were good. I'm so
Oh,
tired of you putting yourself down. I sent you the Tony Robbins CD collection for a
for
reason.
a reason. Thank you for that, Andy. My feet are so burned from walking over those coals. That
Unbelievable.
Tony
And
Robbins. Yes.
it's a miracle. How could it happen that you could run over coals at such a fast amount that they would hurt, but they would do no harm to your body? It sounds like it's absolutely impossible.
Right. And had I known that my burnt soles would equate to not very much success financially, might have still done it just as a tribute to him because he's
I
that
was on a
good.
plane once. I was on a plane once. This is a true story because I tell true stories, unlike Louis C.K. So I'm on the plane, and this guy starts telling me that he's a positive thinker guy. And we're talking about the Montreal Jazz for Last Festival. And he's a big Tony
Yes.
Robbins guy. And he goes, so he says to me after a little banter, he goes, "Well, I hope I get to that. I mean, I know I will get to that festival one day."
Oh.
But the funniest thing to me, 2 hours into the flight, he said, "Andy, we were on American Airlines." He goes, "Andy, do you have gold?" I thought he said, "Do you have gold?" Was I American Advantage Gold? That's what I thought he
Oh.
was asking me. He
Oh.
was asking me, "Do I have
If you
goals?"
had gold, yeah.
So who looks worse there, the positive thinking guy or me, thinking he's asking me? Oh, he must be asking about my frequent flyer program.
Yeah, your status. Yeah. Hmm. Who knew you needed to be so secure in an economic downturn in a war of choice? You should get into that gold. And do you need to sell your timeshare? I can help you with that too. Um, so hey,
Wait, I thought you had the final one. What happened?
well, I'll give it to you. Thank you, no
Okay,
thank you. It's in the same vein as Chris Cuomo, and that's Piers
okay.
Morgan.
Thank you for thank you for leaving the. He can't come back to the country, right? I assume he's now.
I
He
don't
is
know.
such a hideous. He's such a hideous troll. But with all the other hideous trolls, he just kind of fades into the background.
Yeah, I think we have to subcategorize all these, right? Because he is a troll. He's about pushing buttons and having no soul.
Right.
Versus there's some who are out there who you would say is a ghoul. And a ghoul is like what's his name? The guy who works for Trump, the bald-headed ghoul.
Oh yeah, Stephen Miller.
Stephen Miller. Stephen Miller
Yeah,
is a
he's
ghoul.
ghoulish. He's
Yes, but not so
ghoulish.
much a troll, right?
No,
Yeah.
no. Piers Morgan's a my. Here's the thing that I have a warm spot for him. I don't have a warm spot. My dad, who passed away
Yes.
many years ago, and
Hmm.
who had Trump had ripped him off at one point.
Mm.
My father was a gas and heating contractor, and Trump had ripped him off. And my father did not have to. I don't think he could have lived to see
Yeah.
Trump. I
Yeah.
always thank God that he didn't.
Yeah.
He didn't live it. But one time we bought. This is another true story that won't be funny, but it's true. We thought it'd be hilarious. But we knew my father hated Trump, right? So we thought it'd be hilarious for his birthday. We got him Art of the Deal, the board game,
Oh.
right? So he opens it up. He's like, what's this?" It's Donald Trump's board game. I don't like Trump. And so after the party, we're like, he's losing it. The old man's losing it. He doesn't get it anymore. And then the next day, we all said, why were we buying him that? Why? What was the joke for him there?
It
That's
was
no joke. It was
no.
an unpleasant moment.
Yes. We would call that Andy in Michigan here a mistake. It's
Not
just
on the lake, because the
not on
mistake
the
on the
lake.
lake is
No.
Cleveland.
Yeah, that is Cleveland. Um, well, that's awesome. We got some things to finish here.
Sure, I would love to finish it. And I want to say, anytime you want to come on my show, we don't have guests.
Yeah, I know. All you do is
Well, we have had guests.
spiral.
That's a lie. I'm lying.
On the
We
spiral
had
you
Todd
have?
Glass. We've had Todd Glass.
Yeah.
We've had the fabulous Jen Kirkman.
Okay.
I can't have no memory. Why are you constantly asking me cognitive test questions?
I love it when you bring up things and then they become
Fishbowl,
fun.
fishbowl,
Fishbowl.
Jews,
Okay.
Jews, and
Good.
Trump.
Hat, fishbowl.
Whereas, but I didn't want to. Now that's not a virtual. That's not virtual behind you, right?
That's not virtual behind me. That's real. That's just
I just my wife and I are putting our money into a living trust,
yes.
and so I'm on the phone with the lawyer, And
Yeah.
I say, "Is that a virtual library behind you?" "Yes, it is," she told me.
Oh
And we all
no.
laughed. We all laughed.
Oh, that she'd be very good at impromptu or
She
at
explained
improv.
that nobody really has those kind of libraries anymore. There's no need to have the law book from 1929 or Perry Mason, the series. You don't need that
Yeah.
for a thing.
She's not in the local improv troupe. She gave you no and uh rather than yes and. Um all right. So you
Then they came. Then they came from the improv comedians, and what I said was yell out an occupation, name a activity, getting away from MAGA. Okay, take it away, bud.
take it away. Well, you'll never get these 60 minutes back. And
Are
that
you saying that the show is 60 minutes? And
mm,
it's never longer than you don't do a thought spiral thing like me and Josh where we go on for 2.5 hours.
we go longer. We go as long as we
Want
gosh
to?
darn want.
Oh God, I've never seen this much emotion from you. You're
Oh,
upset.
I
You're
know.
upset
Look at
about
me.
this.
I got the vapors. Look at me. I'm schwitzing. Um, yeah.
Remember, folks, if you are in a Zoom, don't just start clicking wildly on the invitation page. That's
Yeah.
what I did today. That's maybe 3 minutes late, and it's like all of a sudden, "Oh, you want to sign in? You want to sign in?" No, I'm just. Why can't I just click any area of an email and it brings me to what I want? That's all I'm asking for.
I know. That type of behavior takes you off the rails. The rails, I tell you.
That's right. But at least you didn't have one of these things like, "Oh no, Andy, you got to be on Chrome or something like that."
Yeah,
You're an American and you believe in American values. You
that's
have
right.
a Zoom thing that everybody can glom
Right.
onto.
Made in America, Zoom. Yes. So good. So branded. Um,
Oh, we
so
have a meeting summary. Do you know that?
hmm?
Oh no, I didn't ask. Not the AI companion. He's not making notes for you, right?
No, I'll send you the meeting summary. I'm gonna write it down in cursive and send it to you with a stamp on it.
I thought you
I'm
had to
that
mail it
good.
to Burrell's. I'm 20 years older than you, and yet you know more references than me.
I know a
30
lot of
years older
references,
than you.
Andy. I know a
30
lot of
years
them.
older.
Hat, dog, elephant, references like that. But disclaimers and thank yous, I know better. And starting with the disclaimers for this show. And I thank you show, speaking of references, Andy, is not a Mark Goodman, Bill Todman production. And I thank you show cannot be
Did you
combined.
say Goodman? I think there's one of them is Goodson. Mark, what'd
Oh,
you
is it
say?
Goodson?
Well, what did you say?
We'll fix it in post. I
I think
said
it's
Mark
Bill
Goodman.
Todson.
Mark Goodman, I think, was the VJ on MTV,
No,
was
I
he
think you're
not?
right and I'm wrong. All right.
Yeah.
So that's the one disclaimer. We got
No,
that
I
out of
think
the way.
you're right. I think
Oh,
you're right.
well,
It's Mark
you messed
Goodson.
you.
Yeah, Bill
Yeah.
Todman. God rest their souls at this point.
No, you're just going with what I say. That's how Louis C.K. got started.
Ugh. You know, Andy, it strikes me that Louis is an affront to people.
He is. He is. And look who he follows. If you all go to his Shane Gillis, I follow. And Adam Carolla, I follow. Horrible person C, I follow.
But the word was affront because he wasn't turning his back. Anyway, that one was
Oh. This is why the Mulhern, this is where you have to know, you have to be smart enough to
no,
have a PhD,
no,
but wacky enough to
maybe,
enjoy Bette Midler.
perhaps. Andy, you're the wind beneath my wings. Um,
How was I in the last show? Because I don't remember having this much fun in my life. I'm not just on the show. This is the most fun I've had in my life.
I would say sexy, but just short of pernicious.
And I sleep with you every night in a way.
That's
Not
true.
every night because I have to, because they get dirty. But you have a long sleeve shirt, and I'm telling you, if you're a senior, first of all, when it first came, I was like, "What the fuck is this? What the fuck am I gonna do with with a long sleeve shirt? Who am I? Who's the Bazooka Joe guy? Who am I, Sluggo? Who am
Oh
I? Who's
yeah,
the
yeah,
Bazooka Joe guy? There's like,
yeah. I don't know.
right. And then
Right,
it turns out I have thin skin, not just as a comedian. I thought it was all comedically based.
right.
I actually have thin skin, and if I touch a surface like that's like a pillow, anything a pillow and softer. It'll take the this. And so I get this shirt. Now I love you. At first I cursed you. Now I love you.
You are so sensitive, a soft touch,
Yeah,
custom
you don't
kiss
have you. Do you sell those shirts or is it just for the guests?
just for the guests.
Oh, that's classy.
Mm,
That is classy. Because
mhm,
Josh and I would you don't know what we sell. We sell
mhm.
nothing.
Yeah.
Cup of
I'm
coffee.
coming up with some of these things, Andy. When I get onto Patreon, I'm gonna have
Oh,
and I thank you show urinal mints. I'm gonna have and I thank you show douchebags. I'm gonna have and I thank you show uh cufflinks,
cufflinks. You're
pot
gonna have
holders. Um,
um nuclear reactors.
yes,
Uh, cans of mace.
yep,
And I thank you, cans of mace.
yep, apocalypse bunker kits, food kits for the end of the at the end of times. And I
Freeze
thank you
pot,
show branded.
freeze dried napalm with Jim's
Yes.
name on it.
Mm-hmm.
Just add water.
Yes. I'm gonna
Just bomb a country that you had no right to bomb. Yeah, I'm
Yep.
still upset about it, Jim.
Yep.
Vietnam
I'm gonna get those blue pills, but not the kind that do that thing, but
with the
ones
red pill.
no, not the red pill.
No,
For sure
okay.
not the red pill. Like the Viagra's, Andy.
I love the way you call it Viagra. A man after my own heart. It's the same way I say diabetes. You say
yes.
Viagra.
Yes. Are you familiar with pantilliners?
Well, what is that?
You have to phonetically think about it. Tilliner.
Pantilliners. Are
Yeah.
those people who have their hands down their pants?
No, some people call it they mispronounce it as panty liners.
Should I get? It's not like a bespoke suit, though. It's not like that.
No. I used to have the bespokes on my bicycle wheels when I was younger.
Yeah, but I had baseball cards. I had
Yeah,
this card. Were you a baseball fan, or are you? I was a baseball fan as a young
a
boy,
little bit.
and I still like it. But I
Yeah.
used to get Jerry Lumpy every year. Jerry Lumpy.
Sounds painful.
Jerry Lumpy. Yeah, it starts out as a rash.
Hmm.
Jerry Lumpy was a player.
Yeah.
Lumpy. Have you heard of him?
Rutherford. Lumpy Rutherford from
No,
the
not
Leave
from
It to
that
Beaver?
show.
Okay, gotcha.
Jerry Lumpy, and I'm not even pronouncing his name right. I would get 5, 6, 10. Did I get a
Yeah.
Mickey Mantle rookie card every time I bought gum? No.
Yeah. It's terrible. It's
It
just
just
terrible. Yeah. As bad as the gum. Um, so we talked about it, and I Thank You show is not a Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
right, right.
Now we don't have to fix that in post. And I Thank You show cannot be combined with any Costco hot dog purchase. So just um and I Thank You show and the quality of the show is in no way related to the fact that I missed lunch today. And lastly, and I Thank You is produced by Arthur Street Weirdos, and Arthur Street Weirdos cannot be blamed for any of this. And if you do, that's okay, fine. Um, Andy, I love you. And
I love you. This was
this was
so
fun.
great, Jim. And I don't mean great like I said last time after
Yeah,
the interview. I mean this. I do think may have changed the world in many
I
ways.
believe so. Yeah,
And I had a, but to be, if I could be sincere for a moment, I had a wonderful time.
thank you. I did too, as I always do, and I hope you'll come back another time.
I will.
And we will incorporate Hey Toots into the show,
Yes.
and and
Now,
into our
is
improv
Dynamic a
routine.
real? Is that a real product? Because it sounded so real to me. The
I
Dynamic Homes.
Andy, I can't Dynamic Homes. Hang on a second here.
Are they calling you?
They're on speed dial. Hang on a second. I have to tell you because Dynamic is a dynamic company for sure, as I say in the read. And we've been sponsored by these dynamic companies, part of the dynamic industry.
Wait, they are dynamic companies, or they're called Dynamic?
They're all part of the dynamic family, Andy.
Okay.
So we've been sponsored by Dynamic Dairy Products, Dynamic Glue, Dynamic Weight Loss, Dynamic Wine Coolers.
Wow, they do it all.
They do all of it. They
So
dynamic
not this is not the
mattresses.
Flex Seal. This is not the Flex Seal family
No,
of products,
we'd
right?
never get in anything that lowbrow.
No.
But besides glue products already, dynamic gaming, and we had dynamic Bitcoin was the other one that was in the last show. So
I swear to God, I'm listening to this and I don't know that it's real or unreal. I don't know that it's real or unreal because you read it like a pro,
well, there you
like a
go, Andy.
pro, and it
You know,
starts out real.
it
Maybe
does.
I could get a dynamic home. Maybe I would want a home that floats. Maybe this
Starts
does happen in places that have what do they call a place you keep a boat keeper, a bay,
moisture, generally
moisture.
wet places. The water could be a place you
Water
keep
could
a
be
boat.
it.
Yep.
Water,
Uh,
water.
water. Yeah, so dynamic is very real.
Okay, I'm happy then. I feel good.
Yes.
What do you wait? What do you? Oh, you. Oh, I thought you were okay.
No, never.
No,
So lastly, Andy,
talk to
and
me.
I Thank You Show is a production of Arthur Street Weirdos. It's written, the parts that are written, all of this improv that you and I have done has been clearly
Not
scripted
written.
out.
Not
Oh,
written.
not written.
Yes,
No,
and it's very
no.
funny.
Yes.
Yes, and it's good, Jim.
Okay.
Yes, and I like it.
Good Lord. And theme music at the start and the end, which you didn't hear, is by what we call royalty free. And brand creative is by Brad Lutz, my friend. And
Why is
Brad,
this not the number one podcast on podcast.net on Apple Podcasts?
purely for reasons of quality. Uh,
Okay.
yeah. And then if you're consuming this fine product via Apple Podcasts or Spotify or YouTube's or
Yes.
the like, you know what they say, Andy, rate and
Leave a review.
leave a
Leave a
review.
review.
Oh, they do it
It
all the
helps.
time. Oh,
It
yeah.
helps people. And then what are you going to say instead?
Me on the
Yeah.
review? Well, I don't review my own, but if I did, I would say something like, not my cup of tea.
Right.
You know,
Pendulous.
yeah, long.
Is that a word?
Pendulous? Yeah.
Pendulous.
Yeah, pendulous. Yeah, awful. Uh,
Grading. Not GREAT. Great. GRAT.
yes. Maybe something akin to I'll never get this time back.
Right. Or as
Right.
I say, a Kindler too. You sometimes can go, it's a
Oh,
Kindler
a
too.
Kindler
I
too.
trademarked that.
I could see a TM on the end of that.
Jim, I'm not going to let you, I should let you go. That's the thing. And I actually do have, I have things, right? Right, sweetie? Yeah, you were supposed to go to this, we're supposed to go to the Phillips for dinner. Oh, I didn't know this.
Oh
What are
my
you saying,
God.
honey? Oh, oh, okay. I'll try and wrap it up.
Wow.
Jim, what can I?
That was like a cum si cum sa. Yep. What was his name? I,
Who was that?
that was
Oh, that was Topo Gigio.
thank you.
Topo
Yeah.
Chicho.
Yeah.
And he followed after J. Wendell Walker. Did I got a real great car? It's a real. I have a great car, a real good, a real nice Buick. No one laughed at 19 in the western part of Canada in
Yes.
88 and 89. They didn't laugh at that. I'm not saying it killed 30, 40 years after his appearance on the Ed Sullivan Show.
That the Topo Gigio chunk just
Yeah.
didn't go in Alberta.
I did love that as a kid.
Yeah.
Oh, Eddie. Who did the
Oh.
voice? Was that Eddie? No, it was somebody else, right?
No, he just died a couple years ago.
Jose Jimenez? No.
Jose Jimenez. Yes, jazz.
He did?
See?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Don't start into that
I
because people will take it. They won't take it as a lovely tribute to earlier ethnic humor.
the algorithm will get us for that, Andy. Um, and if you guys are watching on the YouTube, subscribe, and it will help people find us. And comments can be shared at andithankyoushow@gmail.com. And that's it. Thanks for listening and watching.
And then you'll let me know when it comes out officially.
I will, but why would you want to listen to this, Andy? For you and
I
me, right?
Oh, I'm not gonna. But that's a good point. That's a
Yeah.
good point. But I think I would because we were both so great.
God, fantastic. I'm gonna promote the hell out of this on Blue
Thank you.
Sky and every other
That's the only thing I'm
that's
on,
the one.
and Instagram.
Blue
I'm
Sky
not.
and Insta.
I can't. Are you on Threads? I can't
Nope.
do it.
You
Yeah.
know, I literally took it off my phone, but I am on Instagram, and it would be only to promote this show, and I am on Blue Sky.
Yes.
Yep, at the Plymouth Gym and at Andy Kindler Superstar, right?
Andy Kindler Superstar on Instagram.
On the Instagram. All right, beautiful. Thank you, Andy.
I want to thank you. Now, this is the type of thing where we would normally go, thank you, and then we would
Thank
be
you.
off there and go, and
Yep.
that was a good one. But we're just exactly like we are now.
We're gonna
I'm really
stop
happy I did
recording.
this. This was really funny.
Thank you,
I don't
brother.
know why I'm still talking into the mic. Thanks.
I'm gonna stop right here and then we're gonna talk off the mic.
Okay.
Bye, people.